In Russia, commemorations, mostly organized by leftist and nationalist groups, have been held for those who died 20 years ago during armed clashes in Moscow. After the parliament impeached then-President Boris Yeltsin in 1993, the Russian military backed Yeltsin and opened fire on the building where lawmakers were barricaded. Estimates of the death toll have varied from about 150 to nearly 2,000. In Ukraine's Lviv Oblast, construction is underway on a memorial for 5,000 Jews murdered there during World War II. The memorial, to be opened next spring, marks the site of a common grave in the town of Rava Ruska, where ghetto inmates and prison camp escapees were buried. The project is sponsored by the Berlin office of the American Jewish Committee and the German government. In Kazakhstan, a small group of retirees staged a protest against what they called the government's anti-pensioner policy. They complained about low pensions, high utility prices, and called for the return of social support the elderly enjoyed during the Soviet era. Authorities prevented them from entering Almaty's presidential palace, and one organizer was arrested. In the Georgian capital Tbilisi, animal rights activists and non-governmental organizations marked World Animal Day. The activists gathered signatures under a petition to the country's leaders, urging them to ratify international conventions on animal rights. They also collected money for animal shelters in Tbilisi. Bosnia-Herzegovina's National Museum in Sarajevo has marked a sad 125th anniversary. The museum, filled with historic artifacts and books, has been closed to the public for a year because ethnic squabbling in the government caused its funding to be cut off. In southern Bosnia, several thousand people from both parts of the ethnically divided city of Mostar gathered for what was billed as a chocolate riot. Bosniaks and Croats mingled cheerfully on a central square that was once a wartime front line to collect chocolate for orphans and children with special needs. In Russia, Uzbek chefs say they have beaten the Guinness World Record for the largest serving of noodles. A 500-kilogram portion of narin, a traditional Uzbek hand-cut pasta dish served with horse meat sausage, was presented at an Uzbek restaurant in Moscow. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.